As a casual user, I upgraded from a S24 Plus to an S25 Ultra and just wanted to make a short video. Is it worth it? Just looking at the two phones initially, I've got my old Samsung S24 Plus and then the new S25 Ultra. Similar setup. This one does have a camera protector on it. Otherwise, the cameras are the same triple setup. But just looking at the exterior, size-wise, they're pretty close. A little bit of difference there. Maybe less than 1/4 of an inch. Going on the sides, same setup. Nothing on the left. On the top, you have your speaker. On the right side, volume rocker with power button. And then the bottom, USB port, SIM card tray, speaker, and such. They are reversed. I'm going to assume that's something with the internals having to do with the S Pen in the S25 Ultra, but externally, they are pretty much the same phone. Looking at them, just again, slightly, very slightly larger with the S25, and then size-wise for width, pretty much the same. I mean, I could barely feel any difference between the two. Beyond external appearances, a couple important things to mention. First of all is the battery. I believe that the S25 Ultra has pretty significant battery performance over the S24 Plus. Even though it's only a slightly larger battery, I think it's due to the chip that's in, as this is the Snapdragon Elite, whereas the S24 Plus in the European version has the Exynos chip. And where I really notices that is I use the app Map My Walk throughout the day just to track my walking movements. And on the S24 Plus, come afternoon time, I would have to recharge. It would be, down, and I would have to switch to battery saving mode. Not with the S25 Ultra. I can use my apps running in the background and it's not a problem, and the phone does keep going throughout the day, which is definitely a nice function. The other difference, though, that I've noticed, which is in favor of the S24 series, is that, oddly, of the NFC scanner. When I am using the phones to check in for the Ryanair app, because I do have an American passport, so it makes me check in online with my passport. For some reason, with the S25 Ultra, it has a great deal of difficulty reading the chip in the passport, and sometimes it just won't do it, and I have to go to the Ryanair gate agent to get checked in. In comparison to the S24 Plus, it would read the chip, and I can scan in with my passport very easily on this phone. So I'm not quite sure what the internal mechanisms making that difference is, but certainly better NFC functionality on the S24 Plus than on the S25 Ultra. When it comes to gaming, both phones perform quite well. I never had any issues with lag on my S24 Plus. For sure, on the Ultra, I can crank up the graphics performance on games like War Robots. But again, it's still just a smartphone screen. It's not particularly large, and the differences to me aren't really that noticeable. So if I were looking for a mobile device for gaming, I'd recommend investing your money on a tablet. That's why I'm just looking for more general functionality in the phone as a whole, rather than just specifically for games. In conclusion, why I made this video is just, is it worth it to upgrade from the S24 Plus to the S25 Ultra? Because there's hundreds of videos out about comparing the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra. but is it worth going from the S24 Plus to the S25 Ultra? And yes, it is an expensive upgrade, but I would say yes, I'm happy that I made the switch. Mostly because of the battery performance, which is again significantly improved. Also, I just like having the S Pen functionality to make notes and draw pictures and whatever I need to do. So that's a nice thing to have. Even though, yes, I know it's been downgraded from the S24 Ultra and doesn't have the Bluetooth functionality, which is kind of silly, even though it still has the button. It was worth the upgrade. So hopefully, if Samsung does a good job of supporting the series, it should last quite a while. Other than that, good luck, and hopefully you get a phone you enjoy.